Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you the reason why I've been making my homemade hand-colored ribbon. I started off, I've actually done 2 videos on this ribbon, different things you can do to make this ribbon. It started out as this, and I made it into this, okay? I'll make sure I put the link on how to do that in this blog post. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click on the link or copy and paste the link of the blog post so that you can go check it out and see all of those awesome techniques. They're really easy, but they give you a great look. At least I think so, and I think it came out fantastic, so I'm really excited about that. At any rate, the reason why I created this was because 2 of our best friends, Robin and Sherry, got married. And they've been together for over 33 years, and now, fortunately, legally, they are able to get married. And I am so excited for them and so happy for them, and was honored to actually witness this beautiful ceremony. This is a picture that I took myself, and I am truly honored that I was able to witness such a beautiful event. In doing so, when I took these pictures, I looked at the picture and I thought, I gotta make something for this because it just really inspired me. So with that, anybody that's watching that's creative or wants to be creative or has a little bit of creativity and maybe is a little scared to jump out there, do it. Just do it. Just say yes. And the reason why I say that is because there is no wrong. If you like it, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if someone else likes it. It doesn't matter if you have a bazillion people following you. It doesn't matter if everybody wants to do the same thing as you do. If you like it, you enjoy it, it makes you happy, and it brings your creative juices flowing, then the answer is yes, just do it. So there's my answer for that. At any rate, Robin and Cher, we met them a little over, probably about 19 years now, I'm thinking. Yeah, about 19 years ago, almost exactly, probably, or not too far from it. We are fortunate enough to be best friends with our neighbors. So we met them. My baby, who is now 18, was 6 weeks old, and my oldest, which is now 20, was like 2.5-ish, or 3.5-ish. Anyway, something like that. And good thing I don't need to add that quickly, because if you really want an answer, it's not going to come today, because it's just one of those days. There's my first flub. Now, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, I like to do them in one shot. Unless I really mess up on a technique or something's really bad, I'll redo it. But for the most part, any mistakes or any blah things I do, you get them. So this is for your entertainment as well. At any rate, so for Robin and Cher, we love them. You know, sometimes you are born into family with blood, and we have chosen them as our family, and they're phenomenal people inside and out, and just love them. So with that, I wanted to create something so that I can show how much I love them, and maybe something that might want to put up on their wall, or some commemorative type of creation so that they can enjoy it from their beautiful day. So with that, what you'll need is, I have a canvas here. It's a blank canvas. It's just like a board canvas. I'll show you. It's like this. It's an Artist Loft. I believe I might have picked this up at Michael's. It's like a hard board, but it's not like the wood ones. It's just like a matte board kind of thing. But it is a canvas. I have a piece of paper, a mat for the picture. I have the picture itself. I have, this is called a ticket punch, so instead of it being a corner rounder, it's inverted, so that's what that is. We have our black ink. We have our awesome purple ribbon that I created. Not the ribbon itself, but the color. I have, of course, the fantastic stamping block. We also sell these if you're interested. I have a piece of paper right here, and I'm going to be using this to stamp on. And this is the awesome stamp set that we're going to be using, and this is called For My Boys. This is one of the original ones that I did, I want to say, almost 5 years ago. Can you believe it? It's almost been 5 years. And this is called For My Boys because when I think of my boys, and if you have watched any of my stuff or you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or anything, my boys actually consist of my 2 sons and my husband. I just call them my boys. That's just the way I am, and that's what I do. So with that, when I created this stamp set, the handwriting part is actually mine, but when I created this stamp set, I thought about them, and this is exactly what I thought. So I thought, maybe other people would like to use it and use it for their creations too, which is why we have it here. So this stamp set right here is the one that we're using. And like I said, it's for my boys. So these are all the items you'll need. You'll also need a paper trimmer or scissors if you're really great with cutting straight. I am not, so I do have a paper trimmer. But in the meantime, I want to show you, I already created one of these to show you what it looked like, but it's with a different picture. It is with Cher's son, Kenny. So I'm going to show you that. Actually, Cher and Robin's son, my apologies. Okay, so that is what I made. And this is a little bit lighter in color, but I thought this lighter color, purple, that I made the ribbon, matched her flowers in this picture. They're actually darker, but the light is so bright on this picture that it made it look like a little bit lighter. So I thought this was really cool, and I thought this stamp right here was very fitting for this, and I thought it came out pretty cool, so I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to give it to them. So this is the first one I did, so I can show you. This is what it's going to be similar to. And like I said, this is just a mat board. I did not treat it. I did not paint it. I didn't do anything. I literally just took the mat board, put a piece of paper on it, put the picture on it, stamped, cut it out, adhered all this together, and then adhered a ribbon. That's it. So I think it's really elegant looking. It's simple. It's easy, but I think it's really, I hope that they enjoy it as much as I did creating it. So with that, I'm going to put this aside. We're going to start with this right here. I like to do the stamping first, not because I necessarily have to because of the ink drying time, because it's going to be dry. I'm not worried about that. But I'm doing it just to ensure the fact that if I do mess up or something needs to be changed or something like that, I can do that, and I'll have plenty of time to do that for this video. So with that, I am taking out my stamp block, and I have my stamp here. If you notice, it does have some ink stain. That doesn't take away from the ability to use this as a stamp. The integrity is fine. It won't be a problem, and we'll still be able to stamp with it. So I'm just going to place that right on there. Now the one I'm using for this one is Always Remember This Moment. I thought it was perfect, so that's why I'm using it for this. So I just need to take this out here, or take it off. I'm going to ink this. Make sure I ink it well. And I'm going to place that right here, and I think this will be perfect. Like so. That looks good. I'm going to do it a little bit more. I think I missed an inky part, so let me just, I'm going to rub it like that. Sometimes I do that just to make sure that it's totally covered in ink, just like I did on my finger. I'll show you that in a second. It's kind of funny. I do that sometimes. See, there's ink. So then we're just going to take this part right here, and that's better. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, so we have that. Let's put that away. And like I said, this is my actual handwriting. I don't know that it's necessarily the best, but it does do the job, and it worked. So that's what we got there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our paper trimmer, or my paper trimmer, and I'm going to quickly just trim it right along the edge, like so. And I'm going to try to make it match up to this side too. So we're just going to do that. That looks pretty good. Let's see here. Yep, I think that's pretty good in center. So we're going to put this aside. I don't need this I don't need this anymore. So we're good there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my ticket punch. And what I do is anytime I use a punch, if you've seen me before, I do this all the time, I do it upside down. I like to see what I'm punching, and I want to see what it looks like. So, you know what? I don't like the way that looks. It got a little bit mush. I think I pushed it too hard. So let me stamp that again. It's just one of those days. Sometimes it works on the first shot, sometimes it works on the second shot. This time it's going to be the third. Or the fourth, I don't know. I guess we'll see, won't we? So, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to ink it like this. Here we go. Apologize for the wiggling of the lights and the camera. I'm pretty sure I got it all now. Okay, now let's do this, shall we? So I'm going to do like this, and there we go. Much better. So whatever it was, it looks better, much better now. I typically am kind of picky. Yeah, I know. Can't always be picky, but you can see how that one looks right there. I'm going to show you what my problem was. This right there, I think I pushed too hard on that edge, so you can see where it looks a little bit mushed. Well, that's why I redid it. Just letting you know. So sometimes that happens. So let me trim this little baby up here right again. Let's see what we got. I think that's good. Looks good to me. Yes, that looks great. Okay, perfect. I don't know about perfect. Perfect for me. How's that? So now what I'm going to do is, like I was saying before, I'm going to take out my ticket punch upside down, and I'm just going to make sure it's fitting right in that corner. You can see there. We're just going to punch it. And you know what? I'm just going to trim a little bit of this edge. It looks a little bit rough to me. Sometimes that happens with some papers. So that looks better. I like that better. Okay. So we're going to do this ticket punch end like this. And this one like this. And this like this. Okay. So there we go. Always remember this moment. I love that phrase, and there's a lot of those moments that I like to remember, and this would be one of them for sure. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take out my adhesive. I'm going to use this. This is my ATG gun, they call it, an ATG gun. I am not going to use the flat side like I did for the other one. I'm going to use the textured side. See how there's texture on that paper, and then there's the flatter side? Well, for this one I'm going to use a little texture. So we're just going to put the adhesive on the back of this, like so. And then, oops. Oopsie. And then, oh, I'm done with some tape. How you like that? Well, it's a good thing that I'm almost done with my creation, but I am going to have to refill it. So like I said, we'll be doing that right now. How you like them apples? So, you get a little refill. Fortunately, I think I have one right here. If not, I might be using a different tape. Let's see, do I have one? I do. Good. I'll do that super fast. My apologies. Us crafters, we know this happens, right? Especially when we don't want it to. If you have an ATG gun or a glue gun like I have here, I have a tutorial on how to put it together. So I'm going to do this super fast just so you don't have to wait too long. But if you do want to see it, go to my YouTube channel or check out my blog, and you'll be able to do a search on there for how to do this. But in the meantime, I'm going to do this pretty quick because I don't think you want to watch me do this. You'd rather have me be creative and do the creative part, right? That's what I'm thinking. I think that's why you came here, so that's why I'm going to do that for you. Now, with that, I am going to get this guy going. Let's see here. There we go. So I've got this here. This is the little tape part. We're just going to pop that right in. Want this to go in like this. Bring this around. And we're going to turn this guy a little bit so that fits in there. Oops. Slide that right in. And my little trick is I take a little bit of glue, just a little piece of the adhesive, stick it on the inside of this part right here so it stays. That's my little trick, and it works, so that's why I keep doing it. So let's see here. Get this guy going a little bit. Make sure it's good. See if it's working. Yep, looks good to me. I'm gonna close that baby up. Let's try it out. Yep, we got it. So now I'm gonna do the other side. All done. Sorry for that little interlude, but you know, it happens. Oh, you know what? The other thing I do, and I think I did this in my video too, you'll laugh, is I forget to put this back on. I don't know why it is. I guess I'm a rebel. I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do, so that's why. So I'm going to fit that back in and make sure it stays. Now we're putting it away. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and put this a little bit off more to the right. Just a little, not too much. And that'll give me some space for the flowers. Looks good. I'm going to take this beautiful picture out of Robin and Cher. And we're going to use the adhesive on that. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do the flowers first. That might be a better idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put the adhesive right along here. I'm doing a few lines here to make sure it's super sticky because I want to make sure those flowers stay. I'm going to just put that right along here, like so. And you'll see in a second with this picture how much it really pulls out the beautiful color in Cher's bouquet. It's just lovely. So look at that. See that? Isn't that great? Just love it. So we have that right there. Looks good. Let's see. I think it looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, actually I forgot to put this on my list. I'll put it on the list for the blog. I need to get some 3D foam, or like, you know, some people use dots, foam dots or whatever. Well, what I like to do, and this may sound strange, but I like to use the part where the foam dots aren't there anymore, because I like to utilize all the parts of my materials, especially when I create pretty regularly. I like to try to be a little bit cost effective. Otherwise, I'd be spending an arm, leg, and another leg on a whole bunch of things that I could be trying to be more efficient. So what I do is I use this. This is the outside part of the dots. So I'm just going to put that right on here, like so. I'm going to peel this part off, like that. And then I'm going to place that right under here. And I think that looks perfect. What do you think? I think it looks great. I love it, and I hope they love it too. And if you're wondering if I purposely did the flowers on the opposite side, I did. The reason why I did it that way is because I thought it would be kind of neat if they wanted to put them up like this. They're a little bit different, but not too different. They're welcome to do that, of course. They can do whatever they want after I give it to them. I think they'll enjoy them. I hope they do. I really am really honored and glad that you came and checked this video out today. I'm glad. I hope you went to see how to make your own colored ribbon, because I have to tell you, it's a lot of fun and there's so many options when you do that. It's really kind of neat that you can make your own custom color and really think outside of the box. Think about, hey, you know what? I don't have something that's going to match this perfectly, but you know what? I can do it myself. So give yourself that time, give yourself that encouragement, and just do it. You can do this. I know you can. I did. You got it right here, all the instructions. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you will check out our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. We have a lot of cool stamps there, including sign language, awareness ribbon like breast cancer, autism, etc., etc. There's a lot of really cool stuff there, a lot of different projects. Check out our YouTube channel. If you want to be entered in for our prizes or giveaways every week, make sure that you are a subscriber to our blog and to our YouTube channel. That's it. That's all you have to do. So if you stay subscribed to both of those, you're entered in every week. So make sure that they're matching so I know that it's you, and then you're set to go. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for joining me today on these beautiful creations that I am really excited to give to two of our best friends. And I hope that you are fortunate enough to be with the love of your life, and I'm really thrilled that Robin and Sherry now can be forever joined, even though they already were for 33 years. That's longer than many, many, many people ever are. Forever. I'm really excited for them. So congratulations, Robin and Sherry, and thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.